Okay. Tony, what motivated you to further your education?
Well, I saw my life coming to a complete end once I was incarcerated here at the reformatory at Pendleton, and I just refused to let myself, feel as though life has ended with me. So I decided to enroll in the Ball State program, in which I was encouraged by other members who attended the program.
Will you have an opportunity for parole? Do you somewhere down the line?
Yes, in about 10 years, about 10 more years.
And you see your education helping you?
Yes, I do.
What are you studying?
Currently, I'm studying social sciences under humanity field.
Do students like yourself have difficulty financing an education?
Yes, they do, because mainly the funds are not made available here at the institution. So one must either have the VA benefits or been members of the armed forces or some type of financial aid.
Well, how did you finance yours?
Well, I did 4 years in the United States Navy, and I had 34 months of VA benefits granted to me.
So that's a big help.
Yes, yes it is.
Good. Is there any difference in attitude among other offenders towards those like yourself who are studying in the Ball State program?
Yes, in some cases there is, because most inmates here don't have the funds to participate in the program, so normally they're going to feel kind of rejected towards others, who are in the program.
Occasionally some resentment or
Yes.
envy of some
Yes.
kind? How do you use your college training? How do you plan to use it once you're free and going to earn your own way?
Well, at this time, when I am released from the institution, I plan to become a youth counselor so that I may help the younger adults who are unfortunate as myself to stimulate their mind and growth.
That's why you're majoring in social work.
Yes, yes I am.
Do any inmates ever try to intimidate their instructors for better grades?
You might see some cases of that, but the instructors, once they set down their guidelines, normally the student has no alternative except for to accept him as he is. And currently, the students will go ahead about their work.
It just isn't going to work, is it?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay, tell us about the Ball State program. What's needed? Is there anything you see that is needed to help the inmates and the offenders?
So far, everything here at Pendleton is running quite smoothly, but I feel if there was some type of lab system in which they could set up for Pendleton Extension program here, the students would get an overall picture of the whole entire curriculum.
So you're talking about a science, something
Yes.
in science
Yes.
study. Would they allow that? Because can you think of the potential with lab material? I mean, that's very touchy area, and the type of chemicals that are used.
Yes. Well, the college students here at Pendleton are very responsible and reliable. And I feel if there was some type of setup to help these students further their education towards whatever degree they're achieving, then it would work out.
Do you know former offenders who have been released
Yes, I do.
that have gone through the Ball State program? Tell us about them.
Well, there was one person down here, his name was Isom. And I heard that he had went on to further his education somewhere in San Jose State.
Good. He received a degree here, and then
Yes.
when he got out, he
Yes.
went to California.
Yes, he did.
Good. Are there any that you've been in class with that have been released?
I can't think of his last name, but his name is Altman. And he just got out about 8 months ago, and right now he's taking up classes at Ball State University.
Good. Now, they offer, of course, the bachelor courses.
Yes.
Do you think when you get out that you would want to go on to, say, a master's degree
Yes,
or
I
even a
would.
doctor's degree?
Yes, I would, because see, I have never had a goal in my life until I came here. Once I enrolled in the college program, everything to me seems to be going uphill, and I cannot let myself sit without, trying to reach a higher education. So I would like to achieve my master's degree.
It opens a lot of doors, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Has any member of your family gone through college?
No, sir.
What do they think of you studying here?
I really don't know. I mean, my people are proud of me that I haven't wasted my time while I'm here at Pendleton, and they're very supportive of me.
And proud of you, I'm
Yes.
sure, the fact that you are
Yes.
trying to further your education.
Yes.
Good, thank you.
All right.
Thanks a lot. That's a new one. Let me get this.
I need to still,
Oh, okay, just sit right there for a minute.
We would not be surprised, probably, the large number of individuals that have been able to get their start here and finish their successful completion of an educational program on the outside once they've left themselves to continuing this program through the hills and the valleys. And there have been a few valleys, and I think right now we're on a hill, and we're still striving to continue to improve our program, is that recidivism, the rate of, and not return to an institution like this, which is in part of our function. What makes this significant is to the best of my knowledge that
Reverend Samuels, honored guests, my name's not on the program. I wasn't expected here. It just happens that I had a meeting in Indianapolis and a later one this afternoon in Anderson and wanted to stop by to take part in this very special event. The 10-year commemoration is indeed special. I want to add my heartfelt thanks to the faculty and friends from Ball State University and to the staff of the Department of Correction that have worked so hard to make this program what it is. But especially I want to say to the students, my commendation to you. Education is a key to success in this very complex world that we live in, and I know that it's not easy. But I hope that you'll continue and urge others to continue to participate in educational programs, and I hope that Ball State University will continue, along with others in the educational field that have done so much to help people that are in need of that help. I don't know how long I'll be commissioner. I have an acting in front of my title, and only Bob Orr knows that. But as long as I am commissioner, I'm going to act like I'm going to be here for a good long time, and will be in full support of programs such as this. So I want to again say to the people from Ball State University, my heartfelt thanks. And I am sure that I'm speaking on behalf of many that won't be allowed or won't be able because of time constraints to get up here and express their feelings. I hope that everyone will take time to express those thanks as we mingle and talk later. Thank you very much.
Mr. Commissioner, ladies and gentlemen, students, it's a real pleasure for me to have a chance to say a few words tonight about our program and about the people who come here to offer classes. And the first thing I want to do is say to each of you how much I appreciate this recognition night for faculty. We not only have faculty who come here, but we have some of our best faculty who come here. We have people who give books and send them down so you can have some additional resources. We have people who make contributions so that fees can be paid. We just have the finest people on our faculty interested in this program, and I'm so glad you're recognizing them. Thank you very much. Now, beyond that, I want to say a word to students. And I know you don't want to hear too much. Long time ago, somebody asked Billy, a little boy, how he liked his castor oil, and he said on a fork. So I'll make it just about that short. There are many opportunities while you're here provided by classes that lead to packaging that universities think is pretty appropriate. We think about associate degrees and we think about bachelor's degrees, but I also want you to know that we think about classes. And we think about how an individual can take a class and grow immeasurably because of that focus of his or her own efforts around that content. And so any one class is good. Take that class and do your best, develop yourself. You know, you're not here to please us particularly, though you will earn grades and you will be evaluated. The thing I hope you'll want to do is to give your very best to this opportunity, because people now really need educational backgrounds to have a chance. And so I'm pleased you're taking advantage of that. So that is a key thing I wanted to emphasize to each of you. And then I want to emphasize to the administration of the Department of Corrections that Ball State University has a view as a state-assisted institution that we ought to contribute when we can and when it is appropriate to the needs of other state-assisted institutions. Now, there may not be large numbers of people here interested in becoming students, but I hope that each of you present will take advantage of this opportunity, and beyond that, encourage those who are capable and who are interested to take advantage of the program. Because you can count on us for people who are motivated and want to work hard. So do we. Thank you very much for being here and for recognizing our faculty.
Good evening, and thank you all for coming. I'm going to fool Joe this time. I really don't have very much to say that would be edifying to a room full of people largely comprised of professional educators. I think I lack a comprehensive philosophy of education to offer you, and I suspect that most of us do, to some extent, suffer from that same lack. We tend to fill that void in what we can do with our humanity. And so I'd like to thank all of you who've shared your humanity with me and with the other students involved in the program to the benefit of us, and who in the process helped us to develop our own humanity for all that you've done. Thank you.
The students involved, from the Ball State College office, from the Indiana Reformatory Administration and staff, we have a plaque that we'd like to present to the School of Continuing Education, to Dean Joseph S. Rawlings and the staff of the School of Continuing Education, Ball State University, from the students and staff of the Ball State University Pendleton Extension Program, Indiana Reformatory, in gratitude for a decade of instruction and service, 1976 to 1986. This is a small token, very small, of the things that you have done for us. Thank you.
I promised I wouldn't do this, but I couldn't resist. 10 years ago, I got a phone call from Jerome Perrier with the question, why can't we do something in the way of post-secondary education at Pendleton? And I'd never met the man. My answer was, well, I suppose we can. And so we met, and from that point on, the program as we know it today started. And I want to thank Jerry for that phone call now, 10 years later. And I want to thank Norman Owens, who was superintendent at the time. Without his cooperation and help, it never would have happened. And I, too, want to thank our faculty and our administrative staff, because without them, it certainly never would have happened. And
Might I just say, I would be remiss if I didn't publicly thank you for this and tell you that I am proud and glad to be a part of a program that has so many lasting benefits to all who participate. Thank you.
This gives me an excuse to talk again. I do want to say a word about Jim McDougall. He has maintained an interest and excitement in this program that is...
The benediction, there will be refreshments being served in the boardroom. For those of you who haven't been here before, the boardroom is in the south